from London. For now, they hold no power there.
That is good news. And I would celebrate, but for the fact that Jorvik now suffers from the same infestation.
Jorvik is a city under Norse control. I should have less problem finding allies here.
That is a hopeful way of seeing it. Speak to Randvi when you wish to travel there. I have something here for you. Tidings that may displease you.
Tell me.
You remember Kjotve's son, Gorm? He has since taken his father's place in the Order.
Interesting. Is Gorm here in England? Is he another blotch on our list?
He is one of our targets, yes. But he is not in England. He is further west, in fact. A land called Vinland, discovered centuries ago by an Irish sailor called Brendan. The Order of the Ancients has some recent fascination with Vinland, but I cannot say what it might be.
Let me find out for you, after I silence Gorm.
Vinland is far away, according to my source. It may take weeks to find him after a long and perilous journey.
There is no danger that would cow me, Hytham. I'll speak with Randvi and arrange passage. What can you tell me of Vinland? Is it a real place or merely a rumor?
Rumor or not, I found someone willing to sail you there. She claims to have seen it once before.
If she's willing to risk her life beside me and make the long journey, I'll take her at her word.
Nessa is her name. Meet her at the docks when you are ready to leave.
But he didn't understand the reason for this attitude himself. He could not be jealous of Mulan because he was far from young. They had
I'll
no
go now
conflict
and end the
because they
life
had
of
never
Gorm
crossed
Kjotveson, where the
In order not to
Valkyries cannot
bother
find him.
himself with these
It is a
thoughts,
long voyage,
Lan
Eivor.
decided to continue his
Be careful.
observation and then to draw conclusions. After a few minutes
Good day
of the
to you,
lesson,
stranger.
The son-in-law could not understand why the teacher, who is the best
Nessa,
in Swan
is it?
City, was
I am
teaching
Eivor.
such simple
Randvi
lessons.
said you would be my guide.
After a while,
That
the
is
whole
right.
class fell asleep.
Passage to across the seas to St. Brenton's land. Is that
The
right?
teacher was only mad at
Randvi called it
him. He made
Vinland.
him get up.
One and the same.
And because he did
It is
not
a
listen to
3-week
Shin
trip
properly,
by longship.
he threatened to make him
Arduous,
listen 10 times
dull,
with a ruler
possibly fatal.
and stretched arms. The young man
Should
didn't
we
understand
survive,
why
you'll be
simply
compensated.
punished
Eivor,
since the whole
before you
class
go,
was sleeping.
you must be
Slowly,
dressed as a
Shen
thrall
Lan
when you
began to
arrive.
guess.
To be seen as
Could
you
it
are
be
would
that
raise suspicions.
King Wenzel is a
Gorm
relative
runs this
of
new
Swan
camp, and it is a good bet all but a few will be loyal to him.
When the
Good
teacher had
thinking.
already forcefully
Only
stretched
taking
out
care
his
of our prize
Shen Lan
Strenger.
began to swear, shouting and saying that these blows will help.
First things first, Eivor. My
However,
ship,
the son-in-law
my rules.
remained calm.
Second,
He said
you
that he
follow
only
the
slept
rules.
because he
Third,
already knew these
if you
facts.
listen to
He
my
was
rules,
simple for him.
you live.
The teacher became
Understood.
even more angry. He was sure he was
Good.
faced with an uneducated
Let me know
boy
when you're
who
ready
only
and we'll
knew
get
how to
going.
be defiant of his elders and get into trouble of any kind.
Ready to set
For this,
sail?
he gave him not 10 but 30
I'll
lashes.
leave my gear behind
To
and
this
dress the
end,
part.
kneeling
To
before the
Vinland we
statue of
go.
the wise man for 6 hours.
Hop in.
To which
We'll leave
Shen Lan
now.
said that it was impossible. The hare's face at this moment cannot be described.
3 cold
He was not
weeks
just
on the Whale
surprised.
Road.
He was shocked by his son-in-law's behavior. The whole class began to say
Past
that as a
mountains
hero,
of
a
ice,
brave young man
kingdoms of
would
stone.
stand up to this tedious
Saga lands.
The teacher was furious. He had never met such an arrogant student who behaved so arrogantly and felt that he was allowed anything. In unbelievable
All this
aggression,
way
he
to
broke
kill a
his
man.
ruler and went to the
Gorm
captain.
Kjotveson, the son
The
of
hare,
my
knowing
father's
all
old
the cruelty
foe.
of his father, warned his son-in-law that
What
after
dark
such rudeness,
work
he would
does
be
the
punished
Order have
severely
so far
by
across the
agony
open
and
sea?
pain for more than half a month? There was no need to pounce on him. Shen Lan immediately guessed that it was the arrogant teacher who incited the young master to defeat him. But the hare, of course, did not confess this, saying that he could not be a loyal friend. But Lan did not need any proof. He understood it all. Still, he decided to find out what kind of relationship. A few hours went by. No need for a shot. It turned out It turns out that the teacher was a great uncle of Wang Wei, chief archivist of Suanwu City, and sort of a distant relative of the Countess. The son-in-law immediately
Someone in
realized
charge.
that if Wang Lang
I'd better step
became
with
the
care.
son-in-law of the Jin family,
No friends here.
Chu could go even further and rise even higher in his position. But Lan stood in his way, for he was the one who became Yunling's
You
husband.
look stronger than most of the
teacher
others.
complained to the
What's
Earl
your
about his
name?
son-in-law,
Yora
telling him
of
how
Jorvik.
uneducated he
Yora,
was.
as in
Soon
horse.
complained that he
My father never wanted children.
Such promiscuity and ignorance.
What is this place?
Newhoven, a wild place found on no map.
Are we settling here?
This young man acts so impudently.
That is not our plan. Too many wild folk in the woods.
They threaten us.
You ask too many questions, horse. Your task is to keep your mouth shut and do as I tell you. Now, unload that ship and then I'll have you carry those carrots.
Hildy! Hildy! We can't find Olaf.
Loki's ass, not again.
We cannot send supplies to Gorm without his guidance.
Haul what supplies we have to the nearest camps then. Gorm's men will do the rest.
Let me go. I can carry whatever supplies Gorm needs.
That's Olaf's job, horse, not yours. You stick to this port and keep your head down. Ask around about Olaf. Someone must know where he has run off to.
Pretended to word. Shubu could not believe his ears.
If I can find this Olaf, he may know where Gorm is.
He immediately remembered one.
No, you tell Gorm he got out of the storehouse.
Gorm is not here. So until he is, I won't worry on it.
You should. You're the one who lost him.
Maybe so, but I am sailing back to England at first light. May Loki eat this place.
Sue decides to ask 10 questions of the student.
Grab a shovel from Gorm's storehouse.
No, it is a rotten place, that storehouse. Have you seen it? A bloody mess.
If it's a mess, then clean it, dung brain.
And if he can answer at least 3
Elspeth,
questions correctly,
I was wondering, have you seen Hilde's brother about?
Olaf the Unlucky?
will be flogged.
Why are you sweet on the fellow? Is that it?
No, just worried about him, that's all.
Oh, well. I have some bad news for you, lass.
City, who not like this one, who never made it to the subject. Chu could already see how he would whip his son.
Someone broke through
But
this
despite
wall.
such intimidation, Shenlan was confident in himself and his abilities. Therefore, he decided that it would be fair to put his conditions in case he solved all 10 problems.
Someone picked the
The
lock
teacher
and
was
got away.
convinced.
Or
He
was
convinced
hauled
that
off.
arithmetic was such a
Could
deep
be a
science
trail.
that this boy was just bluffing. But still accepting his son-in-law's terms, he said that in that case, he would apologize to him publicly. He agreed to post all those
Someone
presents
broke
he
through
witnessed
here.
in the agreement.
Made quite a
Even
mess.
the Count himself doubted
Could be
his son.
Olaf went this way.
And the teacher, knowing that Shen Lang had an excellent memory, did not doubt in the slightest that he would win this fight, because arithmetic is a science that
Footprints.
takes a very long
Might
time
be
to
Olaf's.
learn, and to be exact, several years of complete immersion in it. Understanding the absurdity of the situation, the
This
Count
trail
tried to stop
leads
his
to a
nuts,
high
But
ground.
then teacher Lin came
Good.
forward and said that
I can
he
get my
was a
bearings.
witness. The Count was surprised that even though Lin was over 70 years old, he was still quite
Be my eyes
such
soon.
matters. Shen Lan, smirking smugly, asked the arithmetic teacher to finally ask his questions. The Count was already full of anger and aggression. His son-in-law had already made commitments, but still not after him. Su Wenzhou began to prepare questions in full determination not to let Shen Lan get off easy. As he prepared the questions, he anticipated his student screaming at the top of his throat.
Never have I seen such a place.
He decided that he would ask him the most difficult question in the world, so that he would not be able to answer anything. His whole mind was picturing how this self-righteous insolent had already been
Gods,
beaten for days.
never have I seen such a place.
Even if the Count
Quiet.
favored his son-in-law,
Not a
he
stone
would not
moving
change it,
inside.
because the county could not do without a smart man like Exu Wenzhou. So thought the teacher. Half an hour later,
Those two carry themselves like leaders. It's worth a try.
3 correct answers. But the young man was confident that he would solve everything. He was even surprised at the simplicity of this deal. How could a prominent magistrate be allowed to solve such easy arithmetic problems? It would be like killing a pig with a bull knife. So the exam time was 2 hours, and the time was up.
Hail, friends. Do you...
It would be like
Do we-
killing a pig with a bull knife.
do we understand
So the
one
exam
another?
time was 2 hours, and the time was up.
Oja,
The
kan jag
first
töra
question
keron.
was as follows.
Jok no
The
hoda
first
tiga
person
de
holds
giga
1
jungwe.
grain of rice.
Do any
The
of
second
you
person
speak
holds 2 grains of
Norse
rice, and the
or
third person
Saxon?
holds 3 grains measurements of rice.
Zazadegwat giga yungwe, yate de wayanderi.
The question is,
Yate yungwe yehri ze onanzini todini gunradi hantos ne gan.
naturally, for Shenlan, this question turned out to be a breeze. After all, this question, he thought, was a math question for elementary school. Second question. The expected number was unknown, but dividing it by 3
Giga
levels,
odzidaa
by 5
wa
left
onatsi
3,
ne
by
giga
7 left
yungwe.
2,
Tigade not ne e.
This is Sunan. A name means insight.
Yanja dahawe giga. Zinue oya ganyatera geronu itres. Danu ahinasku. Ahoya dagenha toka ahuna terohage giga.
105 to find out. Shenlan even managed to notice that this question sounds like a poem. Of course,
Sunan,
this task
you made us
was
some
simple
friends.
as all the previous
These huts.
No matter how difficult the teacher thought the question was, the young man answered it with ease and a smile on his face. For him, it was as easy as it was as if he was in junior high school. Very easy. Last
Waterfalls are places of power in the old sagas.
Giga oya ganyatera geronu rodaska.
row. What is the maximum number of rows? Draw a diagram.
There is a language I know well.
If the rows are less
The
than
words
16,
are mine
the
singing.
answer to this question is
Tunde
incorrect.
gantiga.
This problem seems
Roja
a little
datku.
interesting to Shin.
Zat setsant toga asqueni. Toner. Era anja da hawite ne gaa.
Then I threw my eye in the well. This wisdom.
Sounds like Corinthian seer.
It was always like this. But Shenlan is no ordinary man. He could use 21st century technology to answer this question. He decided to do more than just surprise his teacher. He decided to scare him to death. Su Wenzhou, watching as the young man quickly moved on to the last task, decided that he simply answered at
Who are
random
you?
and now hoped.
Olaf, I am. Olaf.
Gloating in already
Called the unlucky, but don't you believe it?
he took a sip of his drink.
And where is
Promise you will do it quick.
Su Wenzhou, over 10
What?
years to bring the number of rows.
Do not stab me from behind, Drengur.
Over 10 years.
Like Sigurd and the dragon. Please.
I'm not here to kill you.
This the teacher was
I've come for Gorm.
watching his
Not
son
not here to kill me?
The count
Not
thought he was
today.
doing it blind.
Oh, stay clear of Gorm then.
The master
He's not a good man, not a good man at all. Why would you need to see such a terrible man?
during the flogging, but the mistress is a woman, and it was not their fault.
It is a matter of honor.
Shenlan stood up.
Gorm owes me a great debt.
Completed.
Let's leave it at that.
Oh, good. Yes, yes, honor is good. Olaf will help you. Olaf will help you so much. Honor is the only thing. Yes, the only thing.
What could happen?
I saw signs of a struggle at your camp. Did something happen between you and Gorm?
Nothing to speak of. He, did not care for me trading with the villagers
After
here.
all, absolutely
Beat me and put me in chains.
failed this exam.
I slipped away free. Not so unlucky, am I?
See how the count's
Still alive, yes.
would be flogged
Still alive.
Good. Point me toward Gorm.
Not possible. He is away, far away at the camps in these woods. All well guarded. Might be at any moment.
Why camps? Is he settling here? Or searching for something?
Searching, yes. Always searching and never finding. The mean background.
And how do I find these camps?
I can show you. Follow, follow, follow.
All up to the 9th question had been solved correctly. How is that possible? After all, few people
Olaf, would you tell me something?
Anything Olaf can tell, Olaf will tell my new big friend.
Why would Gorm cross the sea to this nameless wilderness? It seems a great risk for so little.
Gorm carries with him a crystal that talks. It tells him where to go and what to do.
A talking crystal.
It is true. The Elfstone tells him to seek, and so he seeks. And when it says dig, he digs. Such a mystery.
What is he digging for?
That is a mystery he will not tell. But my guess is the best guess. He seeks the door to Jotunheim.
Best arithmetician in town, more than 10 years to 116. And his son-in-law, that's impossible. Who is this young man? But almost without thinking straight,
Look! Out across the river. One of Gorm's camps.
The paper where
All look like that. All of them.
On the floor.
They are well guarded, you say?
Oh yes, by fierce men. Warriors who attack any stranger on sight. Anyone. And they are all well armed. Not like you. As well equipped as a stable hand.
It does not take much to kill a man.
But sharp steel helps. Oh yes.
You're not wrong. I could use better weapons.
Olavur will help. Gather ore and hides to barter for war gear.
Ore and hides. I can find out there?
Yes. Yes! Some in the woods, much more at Gorm's camps. Then traded all with the people here. Easy as a smile. Yes. Yes.
I don't understand the language. Can you translate for me?
No need, no. We talk with signs. Just walk up to a trader and start trading. Take this. Some goods to get you started.
He said it would be a great opportunity to practice.
Thank you for this, Olaf. And until I say otherwise, speak nothing of this to anyone.
This was Shenland's guide.
Might be a good idea to trade, now that I'm here.
He noted that the first 7 questions were indeed to Shenland talent. The 8th and 9th questions, the answers were also the teacher
Show me.
was shocked when he saw the answer to the last 10th question. He joyfully began to congratulate the Count that he had acquired such a genius of arithmetic precision. Link himself,
I should be cautious around here.
he reported that his son-in-law had answered all the questions correctly, and that this young man's arithmetic ability had far exceeded the limit of the questions. Lin bowed to Lang and admitted that he was ashamed of his Jennifer. Lang said that he had trained for his son. Of course, Hal would talk about
Ancient ones, I summon you!
Math is a subject that is 99% genius and 1% sweat.
Speak to me,
However,
you
watching
stone-dwelling godwoman!
both his son-in-law and
What once was,
no sooner had Richard stealth
I crossed the broad sea before. Are you not afraid?
terms were that if
One reason only, I see. You escape.
One reason only.
although you could say
Hey! Battle!
Sue wanted to show Count interceded for his son-in-law. He reminded him that the most important thing for a teacher is to be an example to students. The lady who appeared supported her husband, saying that if Wenzel himself was wrong,
Wait.
he should take responsibility.
Wait. This is not the Hall of 500 Doors.
Realized that the mother, who is a distant relative of Sue Wenzel,
This is not the Rock of the Fallen.
spoke out in favor of the son-in-law. This is
Where are the women on the winged horses?
Sue Wenzel, stepping over herself with all the anger there was in this world, without remorse. The teacher still apologized to his student.
Where are the choosers of the slain?
Classmates, who had previously been convinced of Shenland's defeat, now solemnly cheered for his victory.
My blood enemy.
Teacher already preparing
This is Niflheim, the hell of mist and cold. This is where the faithless dead come to die again. This is where ghosts fade to mist, to be forgotten.
He ran away from
Your meddling has doomed us all, crow of battle.
already openly cheering his victory, and saying that the girl's son
More lies from a liar born. Now speak the truth. What brought the Order to this place?
his son-in-law had ordered him to stretch
To free a goddess, a creature of power and light, buried by the Jotnar in ages past.
that he almost had tears flowing from his eyes. The Count forbade
A pity, Gorm. You will not meet her now.
Master Etsu Wenzel, dressed in a gray cloak, most likely so that no one would recognize him, was carrying some kind of dark lore in his small chest. He knocked on it. A sullen man. It became clear that
Gorm's crystal eye. It hums with a strange feeling.
Unearthly. What was Gorm digging for?
instructing him not to show
Something deep inside this cave.
He took the chest and inquired about the other things in the workshop.
Olaf should know his tormentor is dead. I owe him.
She was sure there was some information
Let go of you!
Out! Damn you!
The man looked at the teacher calmly and insulted and said that if he wanted his son to perform the parts exam, he should have done. And he closed the door in front of him. Sometime later, soon
Olaf should know his tormentor is dead.
to the house. In the middle of the room, sitting on a chair, was Tin Hang. He was an unexpected guest in his house. He found out that the teacher wanted to get rid of that vile brat Shenland. However,
The probabilities lead us here. The calculations give us hope.
Pleased with his son-in-law. Now Exu saw no point
This is not for me.
But Tin Hang had his own view of the problem. Even though the
Olaf should know his tormentor is dead. I owe him that much. I should return to Olaf. He deserves to know what happened here.
no guarantee that Jin Munson would be able to control
No need to hide now, Olaf. Gorm is dead.
Gorm?
or Jin.
Dead?
Tin Hang suggested that he portray
By your hand?
He paid a bloody price for broken honor. I will not say more. Return to your sister.
Oh, I will. Yet I would first join the villagers at their fire. They tell stories and I like to listen, though I do not hear.
Story time. Telling sagas of their own.
Yes, yes. They tell stories. Yes, come, listen.
But Finnu was adamant. He compared the strength of 10 men against one tiger.
Zokki. Rarondo de wasagorori na yotzi zizu. Wahardu. How? Toyedene. Sinuero discardagete. Junkwero takwani.
Not defend his brother.
Tehni zaruki totni takwe. Ya tehni ganare ziosuwaya. Danu akwegu gasuma hunzi. Yotzi zizu. Yagoda denekwa the wagu. Danu rarondo de yesune irede.
Lan called for his mother-in-law and father-in-law. However, when he saw their heated bodies, he realized that he had distracted them from their important business. Of course, the Count could barely restrain himself from hitting his son-in-law. But Madame was interested. What had happened? And Lan's question was indeed important.
Zokki. Osuwagu ya untke doda.
And most likely
Ahyarek dogatka negre. Tudaya wasti. Rarondo de yasagorege. Osuwagu ya eanta ne yotzi zizu. Ziwa agoyanta haje wa enahadu zinahoda wa egweni. Nia dega derdege ya ehowe zia eanta ne zidajutsu wagardas.
Why not allow it? After that, she invited him into the room. This caused the Earl some bewilderment, but he remained silent. Lan explained the reasons for his proposal and request. It turned out that the son-in-law suspected Mr.
God's got her dog on. Dog what gotta do us.
And that is why
I do not understand.
The Count shouted that nonsense. After all, he knows about the conflict.
You want me to tell a story?
Fought back with the teacher.
All right.
Go back to that.
Let me think.
Enraged, he slapped his hand on the table. Without dropping his hands before his first failure, Lan went on to tell why he thought so. Shu Wenzhou's annual salary is only 200 gold coins, but his sons are dressed in gold and silver. In
A
addition,
story
he
of
has
betrayal,
real estate in the city,
of
whose
selfish
wonders
malice,
and even the bridal
and
the
of gods who act as
Taken
spoiled
together, this
children.
greatly exceeds
Of all
the
our
value of
many
salary.
gods, it is
Defending
Odin
his
who
debt,
is
the
the
Count
most
conceded
revered.
there are no fish.
He is the All-Father, the High One, the Wise King.
It was in small amounts.
But for all his
But
glories,
son-in-law
he can also be the most elusive of his kind.
greatly
Selfish,
exceeded the Count's
solitary,
imagination and tolerance.
stubborn,
The mistress
even
entered the
cruel.
conversation.
In days long gone,
Evidence.
it came to
She
pass
ran through Exu
that
Wenzhou's
Odin's
two
son
figures
Balder
on the table.
died
Even
suddenly,
though they were only a couple of
felled
books,
by his
he
only
already
weakness,
discovered serious corruption.
mistletoe.
Asked by the Count,
Believing his son's death an accident, Odin sent a message to the Jotun Hill. asking her to return his beautiful boy to life. Hell agreed, but on one condition. Only if every living creature in the 9 worlds shed a loving tear for Balder. At once, Odin sent word to every corner of the world, asking all to weep for his beloved boy. And all did. But one. A Jotun named Thok refused to cry for Balder. Let hell keep what she has received, Thok said with malice. And that was that. Balder was gone forever. Sent on a funeral ship across the sea, buried in Midgardr, amid trees and rocks. What Odin did not know is that Thok was none other than the trickster Loki in disguise, a god he knew as a friend. Worse still, it was Loki who led Balder to his death by a sprig of mistletoe. All these tricks and feints Loki had conceived. Some say it was in Loki's nature to be so cruel. Others argue it was revenge for deeds done by Odin to Loki and his children. There is a third view, that all these acts, kind and cruel, were sown long ago in the pattern of their lives. That we are not the authors of our own destiny, but only its readers. And that we... Oh. That we should fight against this view, for it is deeply unwelcome.
Angogara duhasene at nowhere raugarda. Nene ot niot what that no yake.
Gorum brought this stone across the whale road for a strange purpose. I do not know why, but it seems to belong to this land.
Yes, gods. Gwa. Rasnu Saga. What neat daherde.
Dagwa weird go?
Take it. Guard it. Maybe that one day you will know its purpose. Thank you. Each of you. For all you have done.
Aya wanski. Yeti sotogungaha. Ayeza haherda. Gatnardaga.
Hearing this, the son-in-law asked the teacher to help. But Lin was skeptical. He said that 3 years ago, he had sent a student.
Thanks for ranking the voyage. Now I got no work.
And he soon died.
Yorrav Jorvik. You shirked your work for quite some time.
There was no coincidence in that.
Jorah is no more. My name is Eivor, a Drengir of the Raven clan. My purpose is fulfilled.
Purpose? What purpose?
Gorm is dead! The troll is dead!
For everyone else, finding a gap in the accounts in such a short time might be unusually difficult, but not for Shenland.
Sister, let us celebrate. Gorm Cutwayson is no more. Slain by Eivor Ravenfriend, Eivor Forest Strider, Eivor Ólafursaver.
What is this?
I had a long-standing blood feud with Gorm and his clan. It is now laid to rest.
Oh, the skulls will sing of this day. How Eivor traveled far and wide, hunting Gorm along the world's rim.
Songs or not, Gorm is dead. Now I suggest you leave this place. There is no purpose for us here.
I do not disagree. Gordon was a madman and a troll indeed. But he paid us in silver, and that was enough. Brother, are you well? I feared the worst for you.
I am well, yes, oh, so well. And I may stay, to linger one season or two, with the friends I have made.
As you wish, brother. And you, Eivor, where will you go? Across the sea with us, or back into the woods?
I will sail with you. Let's go.
A servant runs into the house, screaming.
Take care of yourself, Olaf. In this life and the next.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Sue, furious at his son-in-law's behavior, runs out of the house.
Far wends the whale road before me. Dark are the deeds that brought me here. Fate may bind my bones to this land. For now, I walk the sea.
Falling to his knees before the count, the teacher asks why he no longer believes him. He asks the incomprehensible master why his son-in-law Shen checks the accounts night after night and checks him An old man who has served him with all his heart and soul for over 20 years. After all, he, Exu Wenjiao, is only a humble
Seems the wind
servant
calls
and
me
cannot
back to
protect his
Ran.
son in Martian.
Best tell her the
Shin
good
Wenzhou
news.
said all this with tears in his eyes. With the words, "I wish I had died today," he tries to run out of the residence. However, he is prevented from doing so by one of the guards. He forcibly pulls the teacher back into place. Su is already silent. He tries to convey to the Earl that he entered the county at the age of 10+, that he grew up in front of his old master, and that there is no one in the entire county
Nice to see you.
as he is. A whole
You've been away for so long.
Were you worried?
Of course I was. Such a long voyage. Did you do what had to be done?
I did. And I'm eager to focus on problems closer to home.
Good.
It is done. Gorm is dead. The Kjotveson clan is wiped from this world.
Good. I would like to hear everything about your journey to Vinland when you have time.
One day.
Tell Shenland to stop checking. Who was only pretending and masterfully played out a real scene.